Hey guys, Procrastination Gaming and welcome to the channel. These are going to be my predictions for week 9 of the NFL season 2017. We're going to get into here in just a second. This video I did not prepare as well as most of my videos. I just had surgery on my shoulder yesterday, so I didn't have as much time to work on this. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, and I didn't have as much time to watch football as I usually do, but I did watch the highlights of all these games on YouTube, so I think I still would have a pretty good idea of how these games would play out. So I hope you guys enjoy. So for game 1 here, we have Bills at Jets. I'm taking the Bills in this one, 24-17. Not sure how Travis Benjamin's going to be used in this game a lot, or Calvin Benjamin. I'm not sure if they're going to be throwing to him a ton, but I guess we'll see. I still think the Bills will win this game regardless because I think they're the better overall team. I think LeSean McCoy, things might open up for him a little bit with Calvin Benjamin on the field. I could see that happening. LeSean McCoy has been playing really good recently. They just need to start giving the ball more, like I said. He's playing very well. And I do think the Bills win this one 24-17. The Jets have been playing good on offense as well, a lot better than we thought they would. I think their receiver, Robbie Anderson, has like 6 or 7 touchdowns this year, and he's playing pretty well. So we'll see what happens there. So second game here, we have Colts at Texans. I'm taking the Texans in this one at home. Deshaun Watson. It just makes sense. I'm saying 38-10. I don't think this is going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be pretty much a blowout. I don't see how the Colts are going to be doing a whole lot against that front seven of the Texans. And Deshaun Watson has been playing lights out. Lamar Miller looks good. DeAndre Hopkins has been unstoppable, obviously. I don't see how the Colts even have a chance in this game. So we're taking Texans 38-10. Next game here, we have Bengals at Jaguars. I'm taking the Jaguars actually in this one, 27-13. I think this is the first time I've picked the Jaguars to win a game, but they are at home, and the Bengals have not been good on offense recently. And it hasn't been Andy Dalton's play. It's been the play calling. It's been very inconsistent. I think they need to start running the ball more. I think they just need to give the ball to Joe Mixon, whoever they have in the backfield, and start running the ball, and they'll start winning more games. But they haven't been doing that recently. It seems like they really have no identity on offense. So I'm going to pick the Jaguars to win this game because I think they're just going to run the ball with Fournette, and they're going to win this one 27-13 is my prediction. Next game we have Buccaneers at Saints. I'm taking the Saints at home in this one, 33-21. Jameis Winston has been making a lot of bad decisions this year, and I think that's how they're going to lose this game. I think the Saints will win this game in a close one. Mark Ingram will have a few touchdowns in the fourth quarter to close this one out, and Jameis Winston will probably throw an interception in the fourth quarter. And that's how the Saints are going to be winning this game, 33-21. So for the next game here, we have Rams at Giants. I'm taking the Rams in this one, 20-13. And I think the Rams should be able to do quite a bit more than the Giants in this game. I think it would be a little tough because they're on the road against the Giants. The Giants defense is good at times, and they have been playing better recently. But I still think the Rams offense has too many options on offense to go to. The run game, they could run the ball with Gurley, they could throw it to Sammy Watkins or whoever else they want to throw it to. They have plenty of receivers. I think the Rams will win this one 20-13. Next game here, we have Falcons at Panthers. I'm taking the Panthers in this one 38-20. And I know a lot of people might think these games would be close, but a lot of times in these games, Julio Jones has had his best career games against the Panthers recently. So I'm going to take the Falcons in this one. I think Julio Jones has a monster game, and it's going to put him towards the top of the league in receiving yards after this game, I think. So I think he's going to have probably a 200-yard receiving game or something like that. And I say the Falcons win 38-20. Cam Newton, without Calvin Benjamin, it's going to be really tough. I'm pretty sure they're still without Greg Olsen too, so it's not going to be pretty on offense there. Next game here, we have Broncos at Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles in this one, 31-14. The Eagles have been playing very well recently. I'm not sure if J.H.I. is going to be the starting running back or if he's just going to be the goal line guy or if he's going to be the third down back and they'll have LeGarrette Blount be the goal line guy. That's probably what I would do because J.H.I. can catch and block and LeGarrette Blount can't catch or block really. But LeGarrette Blount is definitely the goal line back if I was that offensive coordinator. So, yeah, but I am going to take the Eagles in this one, 31-14. The Broncos defense has been pretty good, but I watched a little bit of that Broncos game last week, and Trevor Siemian made some of the worst decisions I've ever seen. Twice he was running towards the right sideline, and he tried to throw across his body, and he got picked off twice doing pretty much the same type of pass, an ill-advised pass that really nobody should try to make. And on the second one, I couldn't even see the receiver he was trying to hit on that play. So Trevor Siemian, obviously, it looks like under pressure he's been really bad. So I'm going to take the Eagles in this one, 31-14. I think they get out to an early lead, and they're just going to come after him, and he's going to make bad decisions. He's probably going to get benched, I would imagine, after that last game. And then the next game here, we have Ravens at Titans. I'm taking the Titans 17-10. I think it's going to be a pretty low-scoring game. The Ravens haven't scored a whole lot of points this year. Neither have the Titans. Neither of these offenses have been super great, but I think it'll be interesting to see. I think pretty sure Corey Davis is going to play this week, so it'll be fun to watch. But I'm just going to take the Titans in this one because I think with Marcus Mariota and those two running backs they got and all the receivers they got, they should be able to do a little bit more than Ravens on offense. So I'm taking the Titans as a pretty close one, 17-10. Next game we have Cardinals at 49ers. Now, I'm going to take a shot at the 49ers here. Signing Jimmy Garoppolo, I think they're trying to salvage this season. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they want to cover out how bad this team is. Colin Kaepernick, I'm pretty sure, won 6 or 5 games last week. I'm pretty sure Colin Kaepernick last year won 6 or 5 games with the same exact team. And if you look right now, I think they're 0-8 or 0-7. I know they haven't won a game. And they have not looked good at all. They look horrible without Colin Kaepernick. So I think it's pretty funny to see this, that they're trading for Jimmy Garoppolo now. It makes sense to me because I figured they would want to do something like this to try and salvage the season and get a few wins to cover up for how good Kaepernick was playing for them. But I'm going to take the Cardinals in this one, 23-9. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that great. I know he played a couple games and he played well for the Patriots, but that's the Patriots. That's a plug-and-play offense. Brian Hoyer, or was it Matt Castle, went 11-5 on that team. So I don't think you could just say that he's a great quarterback because of what he did in 2 games for the Patriots. So for the next game here, we have Redskins at Seahawks. I think this would be a pretty fun game. This might be a matchup in the playoffs, actually. It could very well be. You have the Redskins at Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks 31-23. Last week I watched a little bit of the Seahawks game, I think. I watched a little bit of the Redskins game last week, and Kirk Cousins played very well in that game. He played good enough to win that game, but his offensive line was just not doing anything for him. It's pretty evident that their offensive line's a lot worse than we thought they were going to be this year. A lot of people actually thought they were going to have a decent offensive line and they're going to be able to run the ball this year, but that obviously is not the case. That offensive line is trash, and I hope Kirk Cousins just doesn't get hurt before he gets that mega contract this offseason. But we are taking the Seahawks 31-28 in this one. I think Russell Wilson and all them guys on that offense will be able to move the ball, and they'll be able to get after Kirk Cousins. So we're taking the Seahawks. Next game here, Chiefs at Cowboys. This could be my game of the week. I'm taking the Chiefs 35-28. I think Kareem Hunt has a bounce back game this week. I think he's going to have probably about 150 rushing yards, a couple big plays, maybe a few receiving touchdowns. We'll see. But I do think they'll beat the Cowboys. I think they just have more going for them in offense, and I think the Chiefs' defense is pretty good too. So I think the Chiefs will win this one, 35-28. Next game here, we have Raiders at Dolphins. I'm taking the Raiders 21-13. Both of these teams have not been very consistent. The Dolphins really looked bad last week. I think they will put something together this game, get a couple field goals and a touchdown. So I'm taking the Raiders in this one, 21-13. I think the Raiders will be able to move the ball a little bit. It looks like Amari Cooper's been getting really active the last couple weeks, so I think that'll happen. And then the last game here, we have the Lions at Packers. I'm a huge Lions fan. I'm taking the Lions in this one, 24-21. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I think it's going to be very close, down to the last minute kind of game. I think with Brent Hundley, the Packers would be able to move the ball. And I think a lot of Lions fans a lot of Lions fans are really underestimating his ability to throw the ball. Just because he had a bad game last week doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback. I really think he's a good quarterback, and I think the Packers are going to be pretty good with him. But I still think we will be able to beat him, I hope. And yeah, so we're taking the Lions 24-21, and I hope that the Lions offense just plays efficiently. Yep. So these are my predictions for Week 9 of the NFL season 2017. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.